You ever hear about a place so cursed, so dark, that even the government won't let you go there? Let me take you to a little speck of land floating in the Venetian lagoon between Venice and Lido. It's called Poveglia Island, and if hell had a front porch, this would be it. Sounds dramatic? Good. It should, because people have been dying horribly on that island for centuries. I'm not talking about the occasional ghost story or weird noise in the attic. I mean plagues, torture, madness, and thousands, literally thousands of bodies buried in the dirt. Let's rewind. The island started out innocent enough, a quiet little place, first mentioned in historical records in 421 AD. People lived there peacefully for a while, until war came knocking. Venice decided the island was the perfect military outpost, and by the 14th century, it was basically a battleground. Residents fled. That was the first mass evacuation. Then came the Black Death. If you know anything about Europe in the 1300s, you know the plague didn't mess around. When it hit Venice, the city needed somewhere to dump the sick and the dying. Somewhere, out of sight, out of mind. Poveglia was perfect. Boats would arrive, loaded with plague victims, some barely alive, and they'd be left to rot. And when they died, which they always did, their bodies were tossed into giant pits and burned. They say more than 160,000 people were dumped or cremated there over the centuries. People say the soil is 50% human ash. Imagine that. You're standing on bones, but wait, it gets worse. Fast forward to the 1920s. Italy decided to build a mental hospital on the island. Great idea, right? Because nothing says peaceful healing environment like a haunted death pit surrounded by fog. Now, there are stories, and yeah, they're stories, but they're creepy as hell, that one of the doctors at this hospital was straight up deranged. He supposedly performed experiments on the patients, lobotomies, crude surgeries, torture, the kind of stuff that makes your stomach turn. He believed the island's ghosts were talking to him, calling to him. Eventually, legend says, he threw himself off the bell tower. Some say he was pushed by something that didn't want him to leave. And that bell tower? Even though the bell was removed decades ago, people still claim they hear it ringing at night. Of course they do. The hospital shut down in 1968, and since then, Poveglia's been totally abandoned. No residents, no visitors. The Italian government has banned public access. People who try to go there illegally, like thrill seekers or ghost hunters, often don't make it past an hour. They come back panicked, some even needing therapy. I'm not exaggerating. They say the air